So there's this customer that I have that uh, do I run diagnosis, repairs, and even servicing of the engine for him. For the past I should be about 3 years by now or so. So all the while I've been servicing his engine. That what I mean service, I mean changing engine oil, filter for him and the vehicle. I've been buying. Yeah, for what he is not that particularly interested in which oil I use. Just say just use the recommended oil you prefer. So I've been using these are total was 7,000 10W40, and the engine no issue, no smoking, nothing. Mileage about 70,000 kilometers. Still 5 JP4 engine. So, but recently he traveled with the vehicle, and for what I understood, he needed to service the car there. So, but you know, he didn't seek my advice, so he took it to somewhere there where he traveled to for them to service the vehicle, and so they bought this oil and used it to service the vehicle. So I think he stayed about you could say maybe 2 months max, within a month or two in the journey, and then came back. So the car has some issues. So while I was trying to fix some issues, the car came with mostly suspension. You know how it be Nigerian road. I noticed the engine now smoke. So it was when I checked the boot and I saw this. So the reason why I'm doing this video is for people to actually understand or at least learn from this, even though I've been saying it in most of my videos. When you switch engine oil, I understand, of course, this is not the recommended oil for the engine, but that's not even the reason for this video. The reason is the cause of this smoke is as a result of the oil switch. You switch the engine oil, and then it caused it now created a problem on the engine, which I don't think he's even aware of. So I haven't informed him, but maybe I will at some point. He's not even available. He's not around. So um, don't be very careful before you start switching to. If I feel this to learn from here, start paying attention. Because even all those time I've been changing the engine oil for on the vehicle, I always keep the gallon because of course it's still 5 JP4, and yeah, the what I buy is the 5 liter, so which the engine can only take how much is it, 3.5 or thereabout oil. So we always have about 1.5 liters remaining or thereabout. So I always keep it. So I was thinking that since he sees this is what I use for him on the vehicle, he will now, even if I'm not there or the work has to be done by somebody else, he will now insist that okay, use this one that I've been using, which is serving me or serving the vehicle very well. So start paying attention. Start paying attention because this issue wouldn't have come up if he had known that this is oil that I've been using. So that wherever you are, you first seek for that oil, you know. And so the second thing is when you want to make a switch, understand that it might lead to issue like this. For 7,000, total for 7,000 is a semi-synthetic oil. And what you are seeing on this screen, this Mobile Super 1020W50 is mineral oil. So when you make that kind of switch, expect that it might affect sales on your engine or inside your engine. Sales, rubber, anything rubber inside that engine, it might affect it. So in this case, from the way the car smokes, I believe the cause is the valve stem cells, not necessarily the rings. So it has affected those cells. So it's not necessarily a big issue, can easily be fixed. But it's just I have to remove the cylinder head to have it those cells replaced. And I know how sound the engine is, so removing the cylinder head at this early age of the engine, not everybody likes opening up an engine, but now it has to be done. So that's the point. So understand that there's a risk if you want to switch. Maybe you are using the wrong oil or non-recommended oil for your Peugeot engine. By the time you realize that it's not recommended and you now want to switch, it might not happen. You might not have that issue, but it may happen. So have that understand that that risk is there. Sometimes it might not even smoke, but it will affect the engine oil sales that and the engine will start leaking or vomiting oil from all around it. The camshaft sales, the crankshaft sales. So in this case, I didn't see any oil stain on the engine, under the engine or anything. So most likely it didn't affect the sales, but then it affected the valve stem cells. So I don't even know which one is even better. Maybe the oil sales, at least that one will not lead you to open up your engine. But in this case, it seems it may even be the worst case. That it's not that if you ask me, I would prefer the oil sales to fail. Valve stem cells are not seal anyway. It's not like it does. If I'm talking about those ones that when faulty will start leaking out oil from the engine outside. So in that case, yeah, it might cost, depending on the engine model, it might cost a little bit more to replace those valve stem cells or replace those oil cells outside. But just that even if the removing your cylinder head, it will be cheaper to do and replace the valve cells. But that idea of opening up your engine is not. There are some engines you have no option, but you have to do it like the EPC engine. I mean, if you are buying any EPC vehicle, this is EPC propelled vehicle, powered vehicle, like 508, 301, no, not 301, 308, 207, 5008, 3008, RCZ, name them. There are so many of these Peugeot vehicles with these engines. So if you're buying any of these engines or vehicles, expect that every once in a while, or depending on how you use the car, you are going to always have experience this valve stem cells failure, especially those ones produced from early 2000 or late 2000. Well, I mean, like 20. When did they started producing 308? 308 should be around 2008 or thereabout. So around 2016 or so, you'll be having that issue. If you own any Peugeot car produced at that time with these engines, expect this kind of issues. Valve stem cells, so it won't be a big deal if you have such car that so you know that you're always going to be once in a while you have to remove, because those things, there's a weakness on these engines, they do fail. But I've also observed that when you use the car constantly, it will take much longer for them to fail. But if you are using parking, leave the car for a long time before you use again, expect is what is going to happen. You just expect it. It's not a big deal though, so it doesn't even cost much. to the place. I expect it will happen. So I hope you guys learn your lesson. Be very careful with your oil switch when you are switching from one engine oil to another. So I won't be a victim. Okay, that's all.